everyone who made Front Row what it is now. We didn't think it would be this big. It was never in my wildest dreams na it's gonna be like this. We started out very, very small. Of course, hindi ako nahihiyang ikwento kung paano nagpapita si Front Row. Maliit lang talaga si Front Row. Ang unang mission lang namin was makatulong ng mga members namin within Front Row. Tapos, hindi ko alam na 9-10 years from that time, which is now, eh, hindi lang kami nakakatulong within Front Row, nakakatulong pa kami at nakakabahagi pa kami at nakaka-touch at nakaka-affect pa kami ng mga tao outside Front Row. Yun yung mga charities na tinutulungan natin. And of course, hindi naman namin matutulungan yung charities na yun kung hindi dahil din sa inyo na tumutulong. Mga vloggers, mga press friends who help us. Because, you know, multi-level marketing is a very risky topic. A lot of us have heard, not had, but have heard of many bad experiences from your friends, from your neighbors, from your classmates, and all that. And the reason why we put up Front Row is to prove to the whole Philippines and hopefully the whole world that network marketing or multi-level marketing is a legitimate business and it's very lucrative and it can indeed change lives. So, done properly, done well, and if you actually just train yourself and know your purpose on how to do it, on why you're doing it. Actually, I was with Vice over Halloween. We were together in Japan and we were talking about purpose. That's one thing we were talking about. We had dinner and we went out, we went partying and all that. But ang usapan namin was 90% on purpose. Sinabi niya, RS, ito ang purpose ko sa buhay. Ganito. Ang Front Row, ito rin ang purpose sa buhay. May purpose kayo. Hindi tayo pwedeng tumigil. Hindi tayo pwedeng tumigil kasi marami tayong not just members, but marami tayong mga organization na pwede pa nating matulungan. I'm not running for politics. So everyone, no, I'm not at all. Kasi meron nagtanong once, kaya mo ginagawa itong Front Row Cares, maybe in a few years you'll run. Never will I run. I'm happy doing this quietly. Maybe lumalakas lang because of you guys talking about it, writing about it. But hindi nyo alam na sa pagsulat nyo, mas maraming tao nagtitiwala sa Front Row at mas nadadalian kaming mag-reach out sa mga organisasyon na hindi pa namin natatap. Marami pa dyan, marami pa nangangailangan and hindi namin kaya ni Sam gawin yan. With Sharon's help, with Regine's help, with Gary's help and everyone. Next year, abangan nyo, meron akong may mga pasabog ulit si Front Row na ano talaga, oo. At meron kami pasabog ni Catriona soon.
Namin yan.
Meron. So, madami kaming niluluto. Pero ngayon, sayang, hindi na pa Gary V. Oh, questions? Yes?
So, what can you tell to the previews or people who have been member from Front Row but they stop? What you can tell them?
You know, one thing beautiful about Front Row is your membership doesn't expire. I understand you guys have ups and downs and all that, also in your personal lives. And perhaps na in love, or perhaps naging busy sa school, or perhaps kailangan magpuntang abroad din sa kaso and all. But you know the good thing about Front Row, there's no expiry. They can come back and resume what they have started. So for everybody, lahat ng members na naging inactive, I'm not gonna say nag-stop, but naging inactive, I understand that. Feel free to come back. You just can come back and start from where you have left off. Tapos Front Row is still here. We haven't changed. In fact, we have changed for the better. Mas marami ng maganda, mas marami ng innovations and all. So sa lahat ng mga Front Row members na inactive, it's never too late. We can still reach for your dreams.
RS,
Yes.
no, the main question na talaga nasa utak ko ngayon is, what started this all? Diba? Kasi kinuwento nyo kung saan kayo nag-start, pero ano yung seed na nag-start talaga? Bakit?
To be personal about it, I used to be an actor, a theater actor, and I realized I wasn't gonna be able to feed my family just by doing stage plays here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Na hindi ko mapakain ng pamilya ko sa paggawa lang ng mga play, mga sa entablado and all. So, may isa akong kaibigan, si Jessica Sanchez, sinabi niya, ba't di ka mag-advertising?
Okay.
Sabi ko, galing ko sa advertising, aarti ako, sabihin, hindi, mag-direct ka na lang, malaki ang bayad sa advertising. Eh, hindi ko naman po pangarap maging direktor. Pero ginawa ko yon kasi kailangan ko talaga kumita. At dahil ang kurso ko po sa UPI Mascom, ginawa ko na rin, nag-direct ako ng commercials. I've done commercials since 96, 97 hanggang 2006 or 2007. So, ganun katagal ko ginawa ang advertising. Pero napapagod na ako kasi hindi yun yung nasa puso ko. Ginagawa ko lang yun para makakain, para mabayaran yung meral ko, para mapaparty ko yung mami ko, para ganun. Pero hindi ko talaga, wala sa puso ko yung pagdidirect ng commercials kasi gusto ko talaga umarte ng umarte. So I got burnt out. Hanggang sa may isa akong kaibigan from UP na inimbitahan ako, tingnan ko daw ang mundo ng multi-level marketing. Of course, gaya yung lahat na nandito, ang sagot ko, no way. Sabi ko, no way. Sabi ko, oh my God, ew. I'm very vocal about it. I even said no. Can you imagine me doing multi-level marketing? Oh my God, I'm too beautiful for that. Ganun ako yes.
With
Yes.
the biggest endorsers and events na ginagawa niyo, ano yung balik niyo sa company?
What do you mean? Sorry.
As
Sige lang.
business,
Mm.
ano ang balik niya na kumukuha kayo ng malalaking endorsers, gumagawa ng malalaking event? Anong profit ng company?
Okay, for me, there's a balik can mean ano yung kita ng
ROI.
company. Pero for me, ang balik is more of ano yung satisfaction na nakukuha ko. Yun ang balik for me. The profit, wala sa akin yun. In fact, to be honest with you, in the 10 years ng front row, never did Sam and I sit down, pag-usapan natin magkano yung pera natin sa bangko. Last month, magkano kinita natin. Next year, magkano yung trend. Ganito yung annual gross. Never kami na ganun. Honestly, never. Never. We're not profit-driven. It's more of, we sit down, anong pwede pa natin? Saan pa tayo pwede tumulong? Nung nangyari yung Mindanao, quietly, namin lahat ng mga members namin sa Mindanao. Kailangan tayo kumuha ng tubig, kumuha tayo ng mga damit, lahat ng mga damit nyo, iyaan natin yan, papadala kami, tutumbasan namin kung ano yung madonate nyo, tutumbasan namin yan. So, for me, ang balik ng front row is not magkano kinita. Of course, the company has to earn for us to be able to pay for kuryente and all that. But for me, ang balik is, ilang tao ba ang natulungan namin? Ilang institution ba ang napadali namin ng kahit konti ang buhay? Yun yung balik sa akin. Every time nakakarinig kami na may isang tao lumapit sa akin kanina, sabi niya, alam mo, hindi ko alam, ate ko pala, front row. Talaga? Siya yung stylist ni Catriona. Kinausap ko sa backstage. Sabi niya, hindi ko alam, ate ko pala, front row. Talaga ba? Ano ginagawa ng ate mo? Dati sales lady siya, ngayon nag-resign na. Kasi umuokay na yung buhay niya. That for me is the balik. Yun yung sa akin. Sabi ko, thank you. So every time narinig ko yung mga ganun stories at every time nakikita ko yung mga taong nagtutulungan namin with your help, like with Catriona's help, nakilala ko yung Young Focus. With Pia's help, nakilala namin yung Love Yourself.
Love yourself.
May mga ganun eh. So, si Gary, may gagawin kami soon sa April, meron naman charity kami gagawin. Si Jessica Sanchez, may charity yan sa Amerika, may gagawin na naman kami. Pag sinut namin yung song niya for Front Row Players. So, for me, yung balik, yung how the way we change people's lives. Hindi kami profit-driven. Okay? Yes. Meron ka pa natanong kanina eh. Bago na. Yes. Okay, thank you so much.
Ernest, first off, congratulations for pulling a successful event po.
Thank you.
Tapos, can you tell us more about today's event?
Today's event, it's actually a Thanksgiving. A lot of people have been saying it's an anniversary, but for me, it's actually Thanksgiving. It's just a big way of saying thank you to you guys, to the members who we call family, to our believers who have helped us amplify our voices, to our suppliers, nandiyan yung mga suppliers namin, yung mga nagpiprint ng mga tarpaulin namin, yung nagpiprint ng mga paper bags namin, ito yung mga nagpiprint ito, yung VersaLife, yung mga yan, it's our way of saying thank you na ginawa nyo kaming ganito. At kasi, alam mo, dati talaga promise ang gusto ko lang talaga tulungan yung mga nasa front row. Yun lang yung pakay ko. Kunwari kayo, members sa front row, kayo tutulungan ko. Pero dahil we have been overwhelmingly blessed, I feel now we can afford to reach out to non-front row members and help out. Kaya yun yung nangyayari ngayon sa atin. I'm sure magte-trending ang front row all in. Marami nang magtatanong, ano yung front row all in o ano yung front row? Ba't nandiyan si Catriona? Bakit nandiyan si Gary P? Bakit si Willie nandyan? And all. Pero sa akin, ito yung thank you namin. Hindi ko alam next year kung gaano kalaki na ito, kung kasya na sa... Sabi ko nga gawin na natin 3 nights sa Philippine Arena. Kasi parang hindi na kaya ng mga kasi talagang, as it is, ito pa lang yung mga believers natin. Next year, meron pa akong 3 malaking believers. Tapos meron akong isang international group. So, it's gonna be much bigger than this.
As you were saying earlier,
Yes, dear.
you were helping is that the only objective for this event po?
Yes. No, the objective of this event is to say thank you. The objective of Front Row is to help more people. So for tonight, we just want to say thank you and party and enjoy. And with that, we want to, yun nga, yung house and lot, yung mga ganun-ganon sa mga members. Kasi you'll be surprised, alam mo, Science, if you meet the members of Front Row and you hear their stories,
Yes.
iba rin talaga it's really different talaga. Meron dyan lumusong sa baha from Mabalak or parang ganyan. Lumusong sa baha. Kaya basahin mo dito para makanundag. Meron din dyan kanina naghahanap ng asawa.
Oo, akala namin part ng opening yun
Akala ko rin.
Di ba? Kaya nga yung binigay nyo pa yung
Kailan
mic,
ko
akala ko may
hindi.
sasabihin
Nung nakagano na ako, kasi akala ko
Tapos bigla hinahanap na si Daddy, parang
Una daddy,
iba na
gusto
to.
ng asawa.
O kaya,
All white na rin.
Hindi, I did my research. Kaka-member lang daw niya today para makabili ng ticket. Nagpa-member siya today para makabili ng ticket. Siguro para natin si Peter Meresco. So, sa lahat ng mga press, nasan si Peter Meresco, hanapin natin siya.
nag-google ba natin, na Facebook search ba natin siya?
Hindi ko alam, hindi ko pa na-Facebook search.
Oo nga, wala
Peter
signal
Meresco.
pala.
Pero, yun, I mean, ang pakay natin tonight is para magpasaya lang at So, I'm sure mahanap niya asawa niya. Imagine kung eksena ng gano'n. So, mahanap talaga niya asawa niya. Pero, tonight, it's you and I having fun.
But you've been,
RS, you mentioned kanina you never saw Front Row to be this big, 10 years back. Where do you see naman Front Row 10 years in the future?
Same answer. I cannot. If had I known 10 years ago that Front Row would be this big, dapat 10 years ago, sinagot ko na. In 10 years, I'll be in Philippine Arena with press people asking about it, with Gary
55,000.
Valenciano, with Catriona Gray, and with Miss Universe partner with Yini. I cannot, di ako madamaw rin eh. Hindi ko talaga, I really don't know. I always say, Front Row is a work in progress. What you see now, sinasabi niyo, ang laki and big, wala pa nga tayong 10%. So, it is not final yet, ang dahil pa namin i-improve. Imagine, you saw, meron pa kaming online gagawin.
yun na nga.
Front was not perfect. We're not perfect. And I'm not ashamed to say that. We're not perfect. But the greatest thing about me is, my competition is myself. I don't compete with other companies. For me, they're fans. I compete with myself. Whatever I do, I need to top. So I don't know what or who or how big Front Row will be 10 years from now. But I'm definitely sure that Front Row by that time we'd be able to touch more people's lives. I don't know how, but with your help, I'm sure ganun yung 10 years from now. And 10 years from now, wala pa rin ako sa politics. Yes.
Any more questions?
Yes.
Sorry?
Sige, pagtapos ni Gary
Yes, sir. I'm asking for the...
oo.
Yeah.
Tapos si Jessica alam mo, right after yun, si Jessica
Just this done po
Ano si Jess? Kuya Will.
Si Catriona.
Kuya Will is...
Where's Kat ba?
Si Kat po is hindi pa ako nag-reply sa coordinator. Sir, I'm fan.
Sige. Si Kuya Will.
Si Kuya Will, I'm asking na.
O, nandiyan na si Kuya Will. Baka kung pwede na si Kuya Will.
Siya pagdala siya ng chat.
Alam mo, sayang kanina. Alam mo, promise Kanina, doon kami habang naghihintay kami ng We Are The Champs. Nandun na kami. kami ng queue, ganyan. Sana, kung alam ko lang tong room na to, binit.
So, spread off topic. Ano lang pinatatanong ng mga editor ko. Sorry, phone-in question din. Have you spoken to Gretchen?
Yeah, we're together.
Yeah,
2 days
sa
ago.
video.
So,
And Tony, we were together. And si Tony hindi nagka-heart attack. We were together and that night, ilan pala ka nung
sir, bawal daw kasi.
Hindi! Ako pa. We were together that night. Si Tony was gonna go to Cardinal to have his sciatic nerve. Kasi sumasakit. In fact, habang nagkikwentuhan kami, ganun nga siya, pinapasahin na niya. So yun ang kaya siya nasa Cardinal. And I was with Gretchen and Claudine.
Yeah.
And Inday. Mami Inday, we were together. Ano lang kami? Ito lang Tony, ako, Gretchen, Claudine, Mami Inday, Bettina Aspiliaga, Al, yung butler niya. Yun. Marjorie. Anthony Flores, of course, was talking to Yun, akala ko sino.
Oh, talaga eh.
Anthony Flores. Yun, kami lang nagkikwentuhan. Tapos dumating yung anak niya, Santino.
Okay.
And isa pa? Sabina. Yun lang, kami lang, kwentuhan.
How's the family? And
How's your family? Of course, you know.
May advice, in-advise po ba kayo kay Gretchen? So, para maging...
Hindi, ang advice ko lang sa kanya, wala akong advice. Ang sinabi ko lang front row is Team Greta. Sinabi ko lang yun. Actually, in a few weeks, makikita mo yung billboard.
Oh.
Gretchen, front row is Team Greta. Sinabi ko, Gretchen, I know you speak the truth all the time. Even to me. Ano ba yan? You speak the truth all the time. I don't know how the press will take it. But at the end of the day, kita mo. You're vindicated. Kita mo talaga lahat. I have nothing against Marjorie or Claudine or JJ, Nicole or kung sino man. I have nothing. They're all my friends. So it doesn't mean na may something sila, kaaway ko na rin si ganito. No? It's just that I'm just uber close with Gretchen. Yun lang talaga. So si Gretchen. So if there's anything, I'll be with Gretchen.
Going back to front row po, what is in store po for its member and future members po?
Ano na, what's in store? Well, what's in store for front row? For the members? A bigger and better front row. We always strive for the betterment of the company. As you've seen in the presentation ni Sam a while ago, by January 1, we'll be launching a new platform, which is all access. So meaning to say, kasi nakita namin, ang mga members namin, manually they pick up and manually they send. Sabi natin, how can we circumvent that operation and have everything all access na diretso na sa virtual? Hindi na dadaan sa akin. Mag-order ka, press ko, hindi na ako hawak ng product, papadala ni front row diretso sa iyo. So it's going to be better and easier and more streamlined front row in the years to come. But of course, again, as I've said, I don't know 2 years from now, 5 years from now. It all depends. Hindi natin alam eh. Buti sana kung magaling ako manghula. Hindi talaga. Pero again, as I've said, with your help, nagagawa namin ng tama at mabuti si front row. Pabalik tayo kay Gretchen. The joke lang.
Sir, first and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you, dear.
And I just also want to share to everyone kung bakit blessed ang front row, sir. Maybe hindi natin marirecall, but that was December 2018, last year. We're coming from La Consolacion College, Pasig, through Miss Grace Nicolas, Engineer Grace Nicolas, yes. Miss Grace Nicolas helped us na ilatid po yung mga adopted community ng La Consolacion, about 200 families, and immediately front row sent us the 200 family packs for as a great Christmas gift. Thank you so much, sir, in behalf of La Consolacion and Dr. San. Thank you so much. Okay, sir, we heard that front row is a finalist under multiple awards under Asia Leaders Award. So, who are your inspiration for this?
Well, get my inspiration from my heart. It's just that. I'm not the type who will literally stalk Bill Gates or Warren Buffett and see how they think and all that. Being a leader is actually just following your heart and knowing your purpose, like what Vice has told me. And now, I realize that my purpose in life is not to earn money and not to have flashy things and all that, but to help out and to as much as possible kung habang kaya ng front row, tumulong at to be more hands-on. Yun ang inspiration ko. I'm taking inspiration from myself. Of course, Sam inspires me when I see his drive, telling me, because I was we were in New York and Japan when the calamity happened. Pero Sam, may nangyari sa mga members natin doon. Tulungan natin, magpa-relief, tayo, ayusin natin and all. So, I take inspiration from him and I'm sure he does from me. But basically, it's that. Whatever our instinct, intuition says, which I hope is good and right, yun ang nagiging inspiration ko to push and push and push and push. Etong arena na to, ano naman to eh. Ano lang, gut feel lang din namin to eh. Tara, magpa-thank you tayo. Magpa-thank you tayo sa mga members natin, sa mga suppliers, sa lahat. Tapos ganoon din naman yung mga tour incentive. Maybe nakita nyo yung nagpunta kami sa Hong Kong, nagpunta kami New York, nagpunta kami Maldives, London. We are gonna bring 13,000 members abroad. 13,000 to Maldives, hati-hati yan. Thailand, China, Malaysia, Korea, hati-hati yan lahat. All 13,000, lahat yun first time sa Good Day Front Row. And that's all just by sheer gut. Tara, ilabas natin sila. Ayusin natin sila. Malay mo, one of these days, kayo naman ang makasama namin abroad. Kung hindi kayo busy.
Sige, schedule na natin. Schedule na natin para
Hindi, alam mo soon. Patapusin mo lang ako dito soon. Magkakaroon tayo ng press jacket wag na dito sa Pilipinas.
Last
Ay.
question.
Last na?
Last na hindi.
Last na. Ikakato na.
Meron na bang ready? Kailangan na ba ako? Kung kailangan na ako i-cut, just say cut. Pero kung hindi pa,
Last question. What is the most important lesson yung natutunan mo throughout your journey, 10 years journey sa
the in life, sige, ano ko muna in life. Alam mo, when I was young, hindi kami galing sa mayaman na pamilya. We come from a lower B, upper C siguro. Hindi ako marunong masyadong tansya, pero malito. Wala kaming kotse. Yung shampoo namin sa bahay, siya shake. Kasi araw-araw binibili ng mga tindahan para tipid. Kasi pag bote, inuubos ko daw. Dati spam kinakain namin, tapos naging maling. So, yun yung mga nangyari sa akin. And for me, parang I realized, nung time na mga walang-wala ako, wala naman tumulong sa akin. Nung time na walang-wala kami, walang tumulong sa akin. And ayoko yung ganong feeling mangyari ngayon sa mga tao kapuspalan. Ayoko yung maisip nila na wala rin tutulong sa akin. Ayoko mangyari sa kanila yung nangyari sa akin. So ngayon, unti-unti kami, in 2 days meron naman kami gagawin charity event. We've already given to Young Focus na-reach namin yung 1 million from the art book ni Catriona, yes, na sold out yung books. So, yung 2,000 na yun, nag-amount to 1 million. So, nabigay na namin yun 3 weeks ago. And yun ang ginagawa namin. Yun ang take-off ko from this. Ayoko maranasan, of course, alam ko it's impossible, pero as much as possible, ayoko maranasan ng mga kapuspalad yung naranasan ko before. So, I give not because I have a lot, but I give because I know how it feels to have zero. So, kaya bigay lang kami ng bigay. 2 days ago, I had angel card readings. Sabi nung angel card reader ko, meron kang bad trip. Like when you overgive. Sabi ko, ko, yeah, but I give to deserving people, so that's okay. Kasi sabi ko, I've been blessed. Baka hindi nyo alam. So, hindi ko pinagdadamot yung kinikip ko. So, know that yung overgive na yan is from the heart. Sabi niya, okay. Next card. Magkaka-joke ako.
Sir,
Sige na, okay na.
Sir Alex, kasi after this event, meron pang Christmas, sabi nyo nga, Thanksgiving lang daw. Meron pa bang malaking event? Are you expecting a big event from Front Row this year? And wala ba kayong teaser about the plans for Front Row for 2020?
Alam mo yung plans for 2020, gusto ko talagang ikwento na pero talagang hindi
Go!
na.
A secret, blind item.
Super confidential.
Blind item, clues, gano'n.
Teaser, even teaser.
Gusto ko super confidential,
Meron na
pero
ba
ako
yan?
talaga gusto
Gusto
ko
ko tayo ba yan
ikwento,
sa-
pero talagang hindi. Kasi baka mautlog, sabihin, si RS,
Oo,
Jusera. Di ba? Alam mo, ayoko magaganyan.
Pero wala na pong kaming
Hindi kayo
ibang
mag-chat.
event this year.
Meron, may Christmas party. Pero Christmas party, ano lang yan. Christmas party, ano lang yan. By teams yan eh. Nag-Christmas party at all.